Good morning, my dear students. Myself, Kausar Momin, 8th Standard Subject Science, Chapter number 11, Human Body and Organ System. In this chapter, in the last lecture, we studied up to diaphragm. Today, we are going to start with the new topic, and the topic is blood circulatory system. Obviously, we all know the word blood and how it circulates throughout our body. Obviously, we all know the part blood is everywhere in our body. Now, how it is circulating? So, all this concept we have to study in this topic. So, let's go ahead with the topic discussion. First of all, I am reading first passage. Listen carefully. Then we will go ahead with the explanation. Circulatory system performs the function of transport of various substances like water, hormones, oxygen, soluble nutrients and waste material through different organs. An independent system for blood circulation is present in humans and higher animals. For the blood circulatory system, it has independent system, and this is available in human as well as animals. It consists of heart, blood vessels and capillaries. So, in the heart, like blood circulatory system consists heart, blood vessels and capillaries. Now, where exactly they stays, that we have to see. Now, here you can observe one paragraph is there for the heart structure, and left hand side you can observe this is our heart structure, this is our heart. So heart is present almost at the center in thoracic cage. It is present behind the ribs. Obviously you have seen in the above diagram part of ribs, and behind the ribs heart present. Between two lungs, obviously we have seen an image for lungs also. Between the lungs this heart present behind the ribs, and slightly inclined on left side. Obviously we all are saying heart stays left hand side, so that is why slightly it is towards the left hand side. Sizes of a heart is equal to one's own first, and its weight is about 360 gram. It is common for all. Around 360 gram is the weight of heart. It is covered by a double layered peritoneal membrane. A fluid is present between two membranes, due to which heart is protected from friction and mechanical shocks. So whatever the mechanical shocks and all there, all gets not touched to the heart because the membrane is there, and due to the this friction is not happening with what heart. Okay, next is human heart is muscular organ. It is made up of involuntary cardiac muscles. In the human heart, cardiac muscles are there. They contract and relax with definite rhythm. Obviously contraction and relaxation means, contraction means it gets contract, like some pressure is gonna apply over there, and relaxation means it gets relaxed. Okay, the pressure is removed from the same. So contraction and relaxation is there. Internally, heart is divided into left and right compartments. Heart has two compartments, one is right and other one is left. I'll show you in the diagram also. Each of those compartments is again divided into two chambers, upper chamber and lower chamber. See, we have two parts, left part and right part, and it has left has two parts, upper and lower. Right has two parts, upper and lower. All these things we'll see in the diagram. In all, heart consists of four chambers. So according to that, in our heart, four chambers are there, and upper chambers are called as atria, which is singular atrium, and lower chambers is called as ventricles. Like upper chambers is atria and lower is called as ventricles. Okay, so this is your actual diagram of your heart, and all the namings are given over here. You can observe all the namings of heart. See, as I told you, right and left. See, you can observe here right atrium, left ventricle, left pulmonary artery and right pulmonary artery. So this is upper part and this is lower part, and remaining their parts also are there. This gets connected to the part of our body through the heart. So names for the same is systemic aorta, below on that left pulmonary artery, below on that left atrium, and below on that left ventricle. Similarly, right pulmonary artery, superior vena cava, and these two are right pulmonary veins. This is right atrium and this is inferior vena cava. And afterwards this space is there between that, it name is tricuspid valve, and here this is right ventricle, and here you can observe this is semilunar valve of systemic aorta. So this is all about the construction of your heart. Okay, so we can say this is the structure of heart and blood circulation. So obviously all the time whenever I am teaching you a part of diagram, I am giving you an homework related to the same. Similarly here also you have to draw this diagram in your homework notebook. Okay, this is also part of your homework. Okay, and afterwards whatever will be the coming afterwards, that definitely I'll give you as a homework. Now next is blood vessels, structure and functions. Now in our body blood vessels present. Now exactly how its structure works, that we have to see. Obviously we all know about blood vessels are there in our body. So heart is beating continuously. Due to this, blood continuously circulates through blood vessels. Blood is circulating through the blood vessels. There are two main types of blood vessels. One is arteries and another one is veins. Now what is happening with the artery? In the arteries, blood vessels which carry blood away from heart are called arteries. It is carrying blood away from the heart, which is artery, except the one carrying blood towards lungs. All carry oxygenated blood. Arteries carries oxygenated blood. These are deeply located in the body and their walls are thick. These are deeply located in our body, everywhere it presents. These vessels do not have valve. These vessels do not have valve. So here you can observe the diagram, structure of artery and vein. You can observe here in the arteries valve is not there, but in veins you can observe valve is there. Okay, now afterwards what is a common thing? Antenna is common. This antenna is present in artery as well as vein. Okay, muscles are also there. Now next is connecting tissues, the tissues which are connecting through this artery and our body. Okay, and this red you can observe, this is artery, and this blue you can observe, this one is vein. Okay, and afterwards here you can observe this is capillary. So veins carrying the blood towards the heart from various parts of body. Likewise, whatever the blood is present in your body, it gets collected through the body and it will gives the heart. Okay, all veins except the one carrying blood from lungs transport deoxygenated blood. In this veins, deoxygenated blood is there. Most of the veins are superficially located in the body. Their walls are thin and these are provided with the valves. Okay, now here capillaries, you can observe here capillaries. This is structure of capillaries. Now all the things which are present in our body, all they are connected with each other. See, this blood is coming from the heart, now it is going this way, these are the capillaries, and then this way it is going towards the heart. This is coming from heart and this is going towards the heart. Okay. So, working of capillaries, arteries gradually branch out with decrease in their diameter as they spread in the body and finally form fine hair like vessels are called as capillaries. So whatever the arteries are there, they are having they gradually branch out with decrease in their diameter, obviously, and a lot of branches are coming out from the same, and the structure is like they spread in our body and finally from fine hair like vessels. So such is called as capillaries. Walls of capillaries are extremely thin. You may have seen over here, these are the walls of capillaries. They are extremely thin and made up of single layer of cells. Due to this, exchange of materials between capillaries and cells becomes easy. During the exchange, oxygen, nutrients, hormones, vitamins, etc. are sent towards cells and waste materials of the cells move into blood. So all these things is working of capillaries. Nothing else, not extra information is there. Whatever the information is present through our body, all the information is given over here only, nothing extra information. If you will learn this thing and if you like this much only, then 100% you will get an idea for the same. Capillaries unite together to form vessels of more diameter and it called as veins. Capillary network is present in each organ. Here you can observe vein. Here you can observe the animation of heart, how exactly it is working, how the pumping is going on overall. See, you can observe here red colors arteries and blue colors veins, and these all are the connection. Upper side and lower side part is given. You can observe here, this is the animation part for the same. See, this is the pumping. Whatever the theory which we read in the textbook for the same, this is the view, actual view. Whatever the working is going on in our heart, this animation gives you the same. Okay, so we will move with another topic, and the topic is blood circulation through heart. Process of pumping the blood towards various parts of body and bringing it back towards the heart. Blood is circulating overall body and it is bringing back to the heart, and this is called as circulation. Meaning of circulation, the thing which is moving overall body and it is coming towards its original part or original position, that is only the circulation. So similar thing is happening over here also. Blood is moving from heart, it is flowing throughout the body and it is coming again back to the heart, and this process is called as blood circulation. So as to maintain the continuity in circulation, heart alternately contracts and relaxes. So, as we have seen the pumping part in the video, that is only the contracts and relax. Consecutive single contraction and relaxation of heart constitutes a single heartbeat. Like contraction and relaxation is there, that gives you a single heartbeat. Lub dub heartbeats are there, right? So it is happening due to the pumping of our heart. Okay, and definition for blood is a red colored material. Obviously we all know this thing. It is fluid connective tissue. The oxygenated blood is deep red colored and salty in taste, and its pH is 7.4. Blood is composed of mainly two components. It has what taste? It is salt. It has salty taste and deep red color. Okay, and it has two components. Two components are plasma and blood cells. So plasma is obviously you may have seen the yellow color part in the video. Plasma is pale yellow, clear and slightly alkaline fluid. It contains 90 to 92% of water, 6 to 8% proteins, 1 to 2% inorganic salts, and other components also added in it. Okay, Similarly, if you will go ahead with the red blood corpuscles, which is RBCs, these are small circular enucleated cells. These cells appear red due to hemoglobin. Oxygen dissolves in blood due to hemoglobin. And this is 50 to 60 lakh RBCs are present in each cubic millimeter of blood. RBCs are produced in red bone marrow and live for about 100 to 127 days. Next within it, first of all we have done with RBCs, then WBCs. Whenever we are not feeling well, if we are gonna go to the doctor, they said go through for the blood checking. So in the checking report you can observe there the RBCs and WBCs countdown all there. Okay, so all these things are present in the blood itself. White blood cells, which is WBCs, these are large nucleated and colorless cells, and these are around 5,000 to 10,000 WBCs are present per millimeter cube of blood. 5 types of WBCs are present, and the types are basophils, eosinophils, neutrophils, and monocytes and lymphocytes. WBCs are produced red bone marrow. WBCs are soldiers in our body. If they counting gets down, then a lot of problems are creating with it. We feel very weak. There should be a equal counting with our body. Okay. Function: these cells attack the pathogens entering our body. They protect us from the microbial disease. Who? WBCs. This is a working of WBCs. Next is platelets. These are extremely small and this shape. 2.5 to 4 lakh platelets are present per millimeter cube of blood. If these also countdown gets become less, then also we will become very weak. Functions: platelets participate in blood clotting process. Okay, and here B part is remaining. This B part will gives you an content which is present in our body of plasma and all. Okay, so albumin, this distributes the water all over body. Globulins, which is protection of our body. Next is fibrinogen and prothrombin, help in blood clotting process. Inorganic ions, which is calcium, sodium, control the function of muscles and nerves. Potassium also is there. So all these things are present in our body, plasma and blood cells, which are very very important for our body. Now we all are discussing in every day like which blood group is you have. Okay, so we have different examples: A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, O. All these types of blood groups are there. Okay, so here is a topic related to the blood group. Every person has different blood group. Depending upon proteins like antigens and antibodies, different blood groups are formed. There are 4 main groups of human blood as A, B, AB and O. Besides, there are 2 types of Rh negative and Rh positive of each group. Thus, in all 8 blood groups are formed. Likewise, A positive, A negative, B positive, B negative, AB positive, AB negative, O positive, O negative. So these are the types of blood group. Okay. A part of blood donation. If a person meets an accident, bleeding occurs through wounds. Many times blood transfusion is necessary during the surgical operation. Similarly, blood is transfused in case of patients of anemia, thalassemia, cancer too. All these people needs transfusion of blood. So transfusion of blood means such type of people have to change overall blood from their body. So obviously this is a part of transfusion only. So blood transfusion is carried out to compensate the blood shortage in body. This is called as transfusion. Blood transfusion means if the blood content is less in your body, then this transfusion is needed. Okay, from where the blood is supplied from our blood transfusion. So obviously blood banks are there. They are having storage of blood. So blood is collected in our body banks by specific methods from the healthy person and supplied to needful person. From healthy person to needful person, it gets supplied. If the collected blood is not to be used immediately, it can be stored for some days in a refrigerator. If the collected blood is not emergency is there, then they can store in the refrigerator. Blood donor. Person who donates the blood is referred as a blood donor. Whoever the person is donating, he or she, they are referring as a blood donator or donor. Blood recipient. Persons who receives the blood is referred as recipient. Whoever is receiving the blood from the other person, that is called as recipient. Person of the blood group O can donate to blood person having any another blood group, whereas the person with AB blood group receive the blood from the person with any another blood group. This means a person who is having O, they can donate their blood with any group person, any blood group person. Okay, and a person who is having AB blood group, they can take from any blood group. Okay, they can take blood from any blood group. So this is the way. Hence, persons of blood group O is called as universal donor. That is because they can donate anywhere or anyone. And a person with blood group AB is called as universal recipient. Means AB group, blood group people can receive any type of blood group. Okay, if a person is having A blood group, they cannot donate their blood group to anyone. They can donate their blood group with a blood group person which is having A only. So this is the way of donation or receivers. Now next, obviously you may have heard about this word, which is blood pressure, and short form is BP. Obviously nowadays every people is suffering with it. Blood pressure is continuously kept flowing through blood vessels due to contraction and relaxation of the heart. Due to contraction of heart, pressure is exerted on the wall of the arteries and it's called as blood pressure. Doctor is measuring our blood pressure through this machine. They gives a contraction towards the arteries, and whatever the measurement is coming out, that is measurement of blood pressure. Proper blood pressure is necessary to supply blood in all parts of body. Pressure recorded during the contraction of heart is called as systolic pressure, and that one recording during relaxation is called diastolic pressure. Blood pressure is healthy person is about 120 to 80. Lower should be 80 and higher should be 120. Okay, and the range will go to the 89 to 139. This BP range is common. This BP range is for healthy person, and it is measured with the help of sphygmomanometer. Okay, so this is the sphygmomanometer. You can observe here sphygmomanometer. And whoever is having hypertension, their blood pressure will be very high. High blood pressure than the normal is referred as hypertension. In arteries of the person with hypertension, unnecessary tension develops. Heart needs to perform more function than the normal conditions. In case of hypertension, both systolic and diastolic pressure are high in hypertension. So the range will go from high to this range. Okay, these are the BP ranges. Normal blood pressure, systolic should be 90 to 119 and diastolic should be 60 to 79. Primary hypertension is 120 to 139 and this will be 80 to 89. Hypertension stage 1, this is 140, 159. All these are the range which are suffering with BP, high, low and all. Okay, so here your chapter gets over. We will discuss the question and answer for this chapter in the next lecture. Thank you for the lecture. And obviously whatever the diagrams are present in this chapter, likewise very first I have given you the diagram for heart. Afterwards you have to go ahead with this diagram capillaries. This is a part of your homework. Wherever I am marking, it is a part of your homework. And afterwards structure of artery and vein, this is also a part of your homework. Okay, so and this diagram I already gave it to you.